Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about Dark Tower. This is the sort of new Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. This is about a possession inside of a high-rise in Barcelona. And if you look up Dark Tower, you will probably get Stephen King's, I think it was a book, or way more recent movie. You have to type in a little something else, maybe Vinegar Syndrome or one of the actors' names or something like that, to get this film. This is from 1989, and it has a little bit of that 80s cheese going on. So the thing most people compare this to is a much slower Poltergeist 3, and I could see the resemblance to that. It definitely reminded me a little bit of Poltergeist 3 with the building, the huge building with ghosts or some kind of evil spirit thing happening. The movie stars Jenny Aguilar. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. I believe she was in An American Werewolf in London, if memory serves. I liked her in that too. And Michael Moriarty from TV's Law and Order. You'll also recognize a couple of the other actors as well. I like this cover. This like purpley 80s looking U with this silly looking zombie type guy on the front. So the movie starts out with I don't remember the character's name, but Jenny's character, she is a architect for this huge high-rise, and they're doing all this stuff on the building, and the window washer starts bashing his face, and nothing is really that gratuitous in the movie or like over the top or gory. He starts bashing his own face into the glass, and it looks like somebody's pulling him, but nobody's there, and he gets pulled off of his scaffolding and falls to his death. Then there's a shooting at the building. Someone gets like possessed and they start shooting, and that gets pretty crazy. And then there's an elevator that I think falls on someone at one point. The other character, played by Michael Moriarty, it was Michael Moriarty, right? Yeah. He's a like head of security for the building, and he enlists a parapsychologist who deals with like psychics and mediums and things. He enlists him to help him because he knows something is going on in the building and he's getting like these little visions, but he can't figure it out, and he's sort of psychic too, but not fully tuned. I'm sort of making this sound a little more interesting than the actual movie. And they go back into the building and try and figure out what's going on, and by the end of the film there's a little reveal and then the movie ends. And I thought the ending was pretty cool, sort of unexpected, and had a couple decent special effects, but nothing really that great. It looked very rubbery and kind of goofy in a way. My problem with the movie, even though I do like the film, is it's very slow, and there's parts of the film where pretty much nothing happens. And it needed a lot more like scares or things happening or evil lurking, and instead you get Jenny's character getting visions, you get Michael Moriarty's character getting some visions and weird things happening, but not enough, and not enough like violence or scares. It just gets very, very drawn out and slow, and it's only an hour and a half, but it feels longer because of the length and the pace of the movie. I shouldn't say the length, the pace of the film makes it feel longer. I like it, I like the concept. It's a pretty good movie. It's not scary at all, but I think they really needed to be a little bit more bombastic with it. They really needed to add some more action or something happening throughout the film where people are getting killed or hurt, or they showing the demon, or something happening where there's just long stretches of dialogue and them talking about trying to figure it out, and you know, this guy's psychic but he can't really hone in on it yet, and then at the very end of the film, the demeanor of one of the characters that's sort of walking away as the credits roll is just so nonchalant after everything that happened that it was sort of goofy in a way, because no one would act like that or be that calm about everything that happened and the people who died, and he was just so like, yeah, it happens, whatever. So I can't fully recommend Dark Tower. I like it. I think if you're a Vinegar Syndrome person and you buy all their releases, you'll kind of know what you're getting into, because they tend to pick the under-the-radar, weird, sort of bottom-of-the-barrel, strange horror sci-fi crap that you don't really know of, or maybe you saw once at a rental store somewhere. I like it, but it just really could have used some pacing, some better pacing, and more scares and evil stuff happening throughout the film. I don't know what I would give it on a grade scale. Out of a 10, I'd probably give it a 7, 6.5 maybe. I think that it just would have benefited from more stuff happening. So a lot of people really hate this one because of how slow it is. Let me know, guys, if you've seen Dark Tower. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it looked good. The restoration was good. There is an 11-minute interview with a special effects artist named Steve Neal who worked on the film. English subtitles and reversible cover art. So not one of Vinegar Syndrome's bigger releases where they include a ton of cool stuff. Pretty sparse in that department, but I do like the film. So let me know, guys, if you've seen Dark Tower, what you thought, or if any of that sounded interesting to you. Expect a very slow, light version of Poltergeist 3. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.